Hello, Pretty Tarot here, and this is the Leo October 2017 reading. And this is a general reading done for the sun sign of Leo, but it also can apply to rising, moon, Venus, and Mars, okay? And this is because it's a general reading, it can apply to any area of your life that is significant right now. So it can apply to the love life, in relationships. It can apply to jobs, career, finances, health, family issues, whatever is going on. And I'm shuffling right now for Leo. But what you guys need to notice here is that I'm doing something different this month. I have two decks of cards here, my usual Charmin Caselli deck, and then I have my, this is the Whimsical Tarot deck. And what I'm doing is I'm using two decks of cards here to gather more details and to get more interpretations intuitively and with the imagery as well. Okay, and so I'll be looking forward to hearing Leos, what you guys have to really say about these readings this month and how you feel the cards added to that, the second deck, because I may use other decks. Now, if you guys do comment, please make sure you be respectful and mindful of your comments here because, you know, I am human. And also with the messages that come up, remember, don't kill the messenger because whatever it is that comes through, it needs to come through. And if you feel it doesn't resonate with you, then it wasn't for you. Okay? You have to remember this is a general reading done for the entire sign of Leo, and that it may not resonate with every single last one of you because there's a lot of Leos out there, and I pray for the messages to come through for who really needs them. Okay, so if you want a reading that absolutely resonates 100% with you, seek out a personal reading with me. My readings right now, because I have a promotion, start out at $30, going up to $35, depending on what reading that you're getting. And I can guarantee you that that personal reading will resonate with you because it is done for your energy only and not for, like I said, entire generalized sign. Okay? And the general readings actually is pretty much what you're seeing me do here, except it's a much longer reading. It's much more extensive because I pull clarifying cards on each position and so that I can gather even more details than what you're going to see in this reading here. Okay, and I take my time so that my intuition is at its strongest when it comes through versus, you know, having to rush through. Okay, so prettytarot.com is where you can book a reading with me, or you can email me at prettytarot@gmail. You can also check the description box below for more info, or you can check the comment section for more info, okay? And for those of you who have emailed me wanting to know how you can donate and contribute to supporting the free videos on this channel, you can go to gofundme.com/prettytarot. And you can make a one-time donation there, $1, a few dollars, whatever it is that you want to give, okay? And I appreciate you guys. If you like the video, please hit the like button. And if you want to know when other videos are coming, hit the subscribe button. Thank you. So, Leo, what's going on for you guys this month here is you guys are concerned about receiving some sort of generosity, kindness, or some sort of help. Maybe you guys may be interested in giving some kind of help or being kind or generous to others as well. And this is relating here to a new start, a new beginning. That could mean you making a move to a new location or making a move to a new job. You know, it could be a new career opportunity or something. It could be possibly even a new passion project or a new relationship or something that you feel passionate about. And so what's affecting this here is, you know, you really are expecting to receive some sort of offer. So, you know, and it's going to change the way you feel. But it's also relating to the fact, you know, that you're either expecting that you need to contribute, or you're looking at what you can offer and put into the pot here, or maybe others are expecting you to make an offer in order to make a contribution here to whatever this is, okay? So it's one or the other, vice versa, and that could be what's affecting this whole start of being generous or kind and helpful, okay, as a focus for you guys this month. There's some sort of contribution you're expected to make, and you may be willing to make an offer, or you may be expecting somebody else to make a contribution and, make an offer to you. This is definitely, this whole thing of also, I want to say for some of you, this is about what you have to bring to the table, okay? So, what's hanging over the situation for Leo, though, some of you could definitely, I'm sorry, I have a itch in my throat, but some of you could be experiencing here this situation of feeling cheated, taken for granted, and or it could be someone actually cheated, but this feels more like being cheated of something that was yours, having something taken from you, or just feeling taken for granted or something. And this is definitely become a situation in which you're trying to either defend yourself and stay on top of things, and stay on top of the competition because you don't want to get cheated, or or you don't want to be taken for granted and be overlooked. This is also a thing of because you may be feeling taken advantage of, cheated, taken for granted, someone literally stealing something from you or taking something that didn't belong. You could be really trying to tackle this giant. This is probably a major issue that you're trying to tackle and take on, okay? And something you may be trying to stay on top of, and that's what's hanging over your situation here. What's underlying the situation is some of you could be feeling like you're stuck, trapped, tied into something you really absolutely cannot get out of, whether it's mentally, emotionally, or physically. It could be a contract. It could be something legally binding. Whatever this may be, some of you also could be holding yourself hostage to the situation and not really trying to get out of it, but just because you feel obligated in some form or another, and it's relating to either another fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, or it's related to or it's someone who comes off as being fiery, passionate, charismatic, charming, confident, warm, but they also could be arrogant, conceited, rude, dominant. They could be a leader as well, someone who likes to travel. But if it's not someone of those characteristics, or a fire sign, or someone with fire in their chart, then it's you wanting to come into your own, but you're struggling to do this. You're struggling to do this for whatever reason because you just feel restricted or limited somehow. Now, what's overcoming over this, like the last few weeks or last few months, you guys had a situation in which you may have gotten some sort of news or some sort of communication or an announcement, a document, something, some sort of communication, or you may have read something somewhere. Could have been on social media or a billboard at work, anything, but some kind of message came through, or some kind of communication came through, some kind of notification or something that in your situation, it kind of may have helped aid, things getting better for you. And, maybe things were rocky and difficult, but, because of this communication, or because of this announcement or this document, whatever this was that came through, it caused the situation to be able to smooth out, for whatever that may be, you know what I'm saying? Now, that's over the past few weeks or the past few months. What you guys have going on right now is, you're probably trying to work on some things, Um, you know, some of you are really just, if there's somebody who could be doing apprenticeship, I don't know why I keep hearing it, but you guys are really probably trying to work on things. You know what I'm saying? But it looks like, though, you're probably dealing with a situation in which you feel manipulated, or you feel tortured, or you feel like you're being held hostage, or you're feeling like somebody's trying to puppet you. You feel like there's some strings attached to the situation for whatever reason, and you're, of course, you're not liking this. But this also could be a mental self-torture, in regards to you working on this. Or it literally could be somebody toying with you, or you could be just toying with your own mind and emotions here, because you got, I think this is Geppetto. But even though you see these strings here and somebody is manipulating those strings, he's actually not attached to those strings. If you can look close enough, he's not attached to those strings. He actually got some scissors in his back pocket and he cut those strings. He probably cut them a long time ago, but mentally, he still has this hang up that he's being controlled by something mentally and emotionally in regards to working on whatever is going on in your situation. And that's strongly something that is standing out. You know what I'm saying? So it could be just more of a mental stipulation you have going on, mental restriction you have going on, where you just feel like you can't work on this or you don't want to. But it also could be this thing of you need to work on something, and maybe you are, but there's some strings attached to this that is causing you to feel like you're being manipulated or controlled, or like you don't have the freedom or space that you need to really work on things the way you probably would like to. Now, what you guys are concerned about here is that you really want the victory, you really want the success, you really want to win. Some of you may want to travel or need to travel for business or even leisure, but you're concerned that someone is trying to take something away from you. So that's a reoccurring theme here, where you feel like someone's trying to take something from you or trying to cheat you or something for whatever reason. And this is a major challenge or obstacle for you, something you really have to, this is a giant you really have to beat and overcome, and you're probably trying to stay on top of it, stay on top of the competition or whatever, but you really feel like somebody's trying to sneak in and steal and take from you something that isn't theirs, and you want to win, you want to succeed or whatever. There's a small few of you who could be feeling relating this to an engagement or something, but this is more about success or victory. But you probably feel like somebody's trying to really sneak off and take something that it isn't theirs, and it or something that you feel is your victory, your success, something that belongs to you. And that's what you're concerned about, Leo. Now, the outside influence of your situation here is you got this earth sign, and that's Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. And if it's not a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, or someone with earth in their other placements of their chart, their natal birth chart. Now, if you're not aware of what's in someone else's natal birth chart, then just go by the sun sign, or you could go by these characteristics, okay? The other characteristics of this person here, if they're not a earth sign, or they don't have it in their birth chart somewhere, then this is somebody who they come off as stable and secure. They may have some money, or they appear to have money. They are organized, neat, clean. The drawbacks could be they could be messy if they're one of those people who are in the negative. They could be stubborn, but they also could be someone who's generous, kind, caring, nurturing, someone who is down to earth, someone who is green, meaning they don't like to waste anything, and they probably like to recycle. They're responsible. They may run businesses or manage things. They could possibly be a parent figure, whether it's your parent or it's someone who has children, okay? And they could be any gender, really, male or female. So it's either someone who matches those characteristics, or it is someone who and they come off as being serious too. So it's either some of those characteristics, or it's somebody who could be an earth sign or have earth in the placements of their chart. And But don't try to force this if you guys don't recognize who this is. But in regards to this person as an outside influence of your situation, it could have been they made a mess up, or they made some errors, they made some mistakes, or um maybe you made some errors or mistakes with them, because you got this emperor here and he's got all these gifts and stuff, and he has all these gifts that he plans on giving and offering, that he didn't collected up in his bag, that he had worked on, but he's dropping them behind him and he doesn't even realize it. So he's making mistakes and errors that he doesn't even realize that he made. He's slipping up somehow, dropping the ball, and doesn't realize it. And either this person has done this with you, or you've done that with them somehow. Also, this could be because the Emperor is in the traditional deck. The Emperor is all about taking charge, taking control, and making the tough calls and decisions that has to be made for the greater good of all, for all involved, not just for themselves. You know what I'm saying? And they use their wisdom, they use their intelligence, they use their experience, and if they're not sure, then they seek out wise counsel. So either you have a need to take charge and take control, and make a tough call, a tough decision with them, rationally, and, using whatever good sense you have or whatever in regards to this person, or, this earth sign, or the person's other characteristics, or it's a situation where, like I said, somebody slipped up, made some mistakes, and they didn't realize it. Either, this person did this with you, or you did this with them, but that's the outside influence of the situation here. The challenge that you have this month, Leo, though, is, you have hopes and wishes, that that you've been, praying and wishing on, that you really want to happen or be granted to you, but it's been a struggle or hassle in seeing that happen, because, you're on the defense here, because people are probably trying to get at you. There could be it just feels like it's a struggle. It's a fight. You know what I'm saying? For some of you, it could just literally be petty fighting and quarreling. So maybe you can't get whatever this is that you wish or desire in this situation. And I feel like that goes back to the kindness and generosity or whatever. And, looking at who's contributing what in the situation, and who's offering what and who's giving what and things like that. But whatever this is that you wish to get, whatever you're praying for, hoping for, desiring, it feel like it's been a struggle, it's been a hassle, it's been hard to deal with, it's a fight for whatever reason. And it could be, like I said, there's some petty quarreling, fighting, arguments, disagreements, conflict in the situation. You could be self-conflicted, about what it is that you are wanting or seeking or whatever is also a possibility as a challenge here. Now, and it could be also someone, putting you on the defense and you having to fight against that, someone accusing you or something that maybe you didn't realize you even did, or aware of. It's different for each of you, this challenge, in terms of how that's being interpreted. But now what you guys are anticipating or expecting here, or maybe suspecting, is, there's some sort of communication that needs to be had or expected to be held, that could affect the way you feel. This also could be an offer that affects the way you feel or affects the way someone else feels. But whatever this is, I feel like it needs to happen, but it's been hanging in the balance here. And it could be you just hanging in there and not really, making this communication, or this other person's not making this communication, and things are just hanging in a balance, and somebody could be waiting for the other shoe to drop, or just really trying to hang in there, and trying to communicate as such, some of you, it just could be really this thing where you have hang-ups and you don't know how to communicate that, or you're hung up on how to communicate. You know what I'm saying? You want to, but you just can't bring yourself to do it, or you have these hang-ups and you just can't communicate because you're having hang-ups. And I feel like this is a possibility of being stubborn for some of you where you may feel like you have some things you want to say, but you just can't bring yourself to do it. Or the other person could be doing this as well, because of those hangups. Like for some people, that could be not, being the first one to communicate and say I'm sorry, or be the first one to communicate and be honest about how you feel, or what it is you really want, or what it is you're trying to do, whatever this is, because some people may be feeling like, well, the first one to speak is the one who loses all the power and control. I'm getting that for somebody out there, not all of you, but somebody. Now, what you guys have coming up between now and the next few weeks or the next few months here is you have this whole it looks like in regards to some sort of water sign. So this could be Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. And if it's not a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or someone with water in the placements of their birth chart, then it's somebody who is in touch with their feelings, their emotions, they're in touch with their intuition. They could possibly be psychic. They could be caring, nurturing, kind, sweet, sensitive, like sensitive to others, but they also could be sensitive, like they got a chip on their shoulder and you have to tiptoe around their feelings. They could be a little dramatic, like drama queen, drama king. They might like to drink. They may also be generous and kind to others as well, They may even like to be around water and they love beaches or something, Those are some, characteristics of who this person could be if it's not an actual water sign or someone with water in their birth chart. And, it looks like you have either unclear judgment about this person or you have a lot of fantasies about this person. You could have a lot of thoughts about this person, but far too many thoughts. You know what I'm saying? You could have some options or ideals or ideas about how you really feel about this person or what it is you think you want with them, vice versa. You know what I'm saying? This person could be feeling this way about you, or like I said, you could be feeling this way about them, but it looks like you got your head up in the clouds and you're just distracted. This person could be a distraction to you, or you feeling like you want them to be a distraction to you. I don't know, but there's a lot of ways in which this can be interpreted, and it's going to be unique for each and every one of you. So, but I feel like you got your head up in the clouds about them. You're fantasizing about them. You have a lot of thoughts about them. They're on your mind heavy. You got all these ideas or thoughts about them and thinking about them, or whatever. It could be done with you, but this reading is mostly about you and how you're relating to other people, So that's what you got coming up between now and next few weeks. It could be you're going over options in your head about how you feel like you're going to deal with this person and if you're going to deal with them, and, where you feel like things are going to go. You know what I'm saying? Now, the outcome that you guys have, though, here, you guys really want to get what it is you desire to have. This is all about your desires and your wishes, but somehow it looks like you get stuck. You get stuck and caught up on whatever your wishes or desires are as an outcome. You end up finding that you hit this wall with whatever this is you're desiring or wish. In your situation here, you could be feeling trapped by your desires here. Now I don't know if somebody's out there lusting hard or lusting heavy or whatever in regards to, like I said, this is going to resonate with you guys on different levels. Some of you could really be in fantasy land, and you just end up stuck there. For some of you could literally just hit a wall. You hit that glass ceiling, and can't go any further. Some of you could end up feeling like, in regards to what it is that you wish to have or desire, you're looking on the outside in, wishing for whatever this is that you hope for or desire, but not really feeling like you have it. You know what I'm saying? And you could be neglecting something you already were digesting there. You know what I'm saying? Or something you already had going on because of fears. I also get, for some of you, you could end up having to face your fears, or in running from it, or feeling like you want to run from your fears, and just really kind of being stuck here with in regards to what it is you desire to have or wishing for. Because you got this, whoever this is, um, that is ignoring her little curves and ways back there. I know all the fairy tales, but it's not coming to mind. And, you know, there's a web above her, but this spider kind of like has her either running, but then she discovers she can't run anymore. So some of you could be literally psychologically, emotionally running away from what it is that you truly want or desire because of your fears. And they could be very unfounded fears. Something so small, but you're so afraid of it and making it bigger than what it really is. Which comes back to this whole thing of some of you could literally be cheating yourself, you know, because you feel like something so grand that you have to take on and fight, or you could be feeling like you're fighting something that is just larger than life itself, but it really isn't here in this depiction. The Eight of Cups also is all about, in the traditional deck, moving on to seek better. So leaving a situation to seek better to get what it is that you wish for or desire to have. So either some of you are going to move on to seek better in order to obtain your wish or goals here, or some of you are literally going to hit that wall and you're not going to go any further in regards to getting your wishes and your desires and your goals, either because you let something intimidate you that really is you don't need to be intimidated by in reality, or you find that you can only get so far with it because you're too busy, you know, like I said, you're looking at the glass on the outside in at what you feel like somebody else has, or you feel like something you just can't obtain in regards to wishes and goals and desires or whatever. But I want to tell you something though, Leo. Your outcome is really all on you because we have free will. And I say this in a lot of readings. Your outcome is all on you. You have the ability and free will to change whatever your outcome is based on how you choose to be proactive in your life and in your situation. You can change outcomes, you know, if you're proactive. Sometimes, you know, some things are destiny, but even with something being destiny and it feeling like it's out of your control, you have the free will to choose to perceive that situation either as a failure or as an opportunity to learn, grow, and for you to, you know, do better. And you could seek out other chances, other opportunities, you know, instead of feeling like, oh, all is a loss. You know what I'm saying? So, take some time to evaluate that, you know. Now, I'm going to move on to the advice portion of this reading, advice and extra insight. And like I said, if that didn't resonate for some of you, then you probably should seek out a personal reading with me, because this reading is generally done for the entire zodiac of Leo. And I pray for the messages that come through for who really needs it. And if it didn't come through for you, like I said, that was for somebody who really needed to hear it. And I guarantee you the personal readings are always accurate and resonates for whoever they're done for. Okay, I've never had one to not be. You know, if for those of you, if the reading did resonate, but you feel like you want even more details, or you want a reading that is done personally for you, you know, so that it is even more accurate, or you get even more extra details, then seek out a personal reading with me. The personal readings right now, because I have promotional price, it starts out at $30. And depending on what you get, your reading is either $30 or $35, okay? Depending on which reading that you're seeking. And those readings are much longer and much more extensive. It's pretty much what you're seeing here in this video, except imagine that video reading is going to be longer because I'm going to clarify on each position that I pulled on there so that you get even more details and more clarity. And I'm going to take my time with it so that my intuition comes through even more with the reading. with the general readings here, I don't, the general free readings, I don't really, not with this month with these 2 decks of cards, I'm not clarifying the way I would in a personal reading. And really, actually, from now on, I'm probably not going to, because it's so time consuming. And I feel like the readings really are accurate enough without having to clarify cards if not necessary, you know. So anyway, you can go to prettytarot.com if you would like to book a reading with me and get more information. You can also email me at prettytarot@gmail.com. And for those of you who have emailed me wanting to know how you can contribute to supporting the free videos on this channel, you can go to gofundme.com/prettytarot, okay? And that'll allow you to do a one-time donation of whatever amount you want to do. It's not reoccurring like PayPal was or Patreon. And you can choose to donate $1, a few bucks, whatever it is you want to do. Know that you appreciate it. And thank you guys for watching here. Definitely comment and let me know how you feel these readings are working out, especially with me using the 2 decks there. Just be mindful of being respectful of the comments that you guys make. And know that I have much love for you. I keep feeling like this card really wants to come out. So that's the one I'm going to do for you guys there. You guys here, you got the Knight of Earth. So you definitely have some sort of offer here that you guys could anticipate that may come through. It could be money. It could be or it could be a job or a promotion or a raise. It could be some sort of gesture or offer that means something to you, okay? So I feel like someone's going to be kind or generous to you, you know. That's loyal, dedicated, honorable, kind of energy. And the advice of this card is it's time to buckle down and get things done. Make sure you honor your commitments, and you guys, you know, you have a guardian angel over you. You guys also have the devotion cards here. You have the devotion cards here. And this is indicating that, you know, you or somebody in your situation here is truly devoted to the cause, okay? Or it may be also indicating that you need to be more devoted to the situation or the cause, okay? And that still plays into this need or desire to be kind and generous, or a need or desire for someone else to be kind or generous. But make sure that you, whatever it is that you're doing, that you're devoted to the cause, and that you're not there just for show, or you're not there just for what you feel you can get out of the situation. Because I feel like some of you could really be wanting or expecting more than what you actually can actually get back out of the situation, you know. It may not be there for you, you know. So some of you could be unrealistic in what it is that you're seeking. And you need to make sure you are realistic about what it is that you're seeking. If somebody wants you to be more kind or generous with them, and to be contributing more with them, or being more fair with them, and vice versa, then you need to make sure and have an understanding that you're devoted enough to actually want to be fair and be as kind and generous as possible with whoever this is, or in regards to the situation, if it's a project, a job, or whatever it is. Because if your heart is not in it, then you're not going to want to be kind or generous. You're not going to want to contribute. You're not going to want to make sure the checks and balances are fair, and that everything is being fair, and vice versa. If someone's not dedicated or devoted to you, or if it's a job and they're not as, you know, devoted or dedicated to you, whatever this is, then you're not going to get back out of it what it is that you're expecting is fair, and you may end up feeling cheated, you know. But also, guys, I want you guys to remember that there's a there's a strong importance and emphasis on to give is to receive. So for those of you who are being stingy and you're not being as giving a kind of yourself because you're there sitting there expecting someone else to be more devoted than you and for someone else to give to you first, and you don't want to be the first one to be giving, caring, kind or generous or whatever, know that you're cheating yourself. And that kind of came up in reading to the extent that some of you may be cheating yourself because you're not as kind or generous. And some of you could be literally afraid to do so because you're afraid you're going to get cheated. But sometimes you cheat yourself if you're not just giving it just to be giving because you're devoted to the cause. You don't want to be an Indian giver. You also don't want to deal with anybody else who's an Indian giver as well. You don't want to deal with somebody else who's all about, well, what am I going to get out of it? Make sure you're both getting something out of it. Make sure you're all getting something out of it, no matter what kind of situation this is, whether it's about jobs and careers and opportunities, love life and relationships, partnerships, friendships, family, whatever it is, okay? Because I feel like that's a very important message that needs to be said in regards to this reading because of the different messages that were coming up that still kind of revolve around this whole thing of what is being contributed to the situation, who's really giving, who's really offering, who's really being kind or generous, whether it's on your end or somebody else's end or both. Wow, I don't know why I shuffled that deck more than once. I already had a card from it, but something kept prompting me to do it. That's Spirit saying you need to pull one more card from that deck. So, okay, let me go forth with these cards I already have, and then we'll go forward from there. Yeah, we already did the devotion part. We already did the devotion. That's what I was speaking on. Okay, now we got that this situation has two things going on here. Romance could be definitely affecting this situation, and this could be all about romance for a lot of you, or even some of you, Leo, okay? For those of you who it isn't. But for some of you, a lot of you, that's a strong indication that romance is, this is about romance for some of you guys. For some of you, it could literally be an indication that you need to get romantic, get involved, bring the romance in the situation. So for those of you, this is about a love life or relationship for you. Some of you need to be romantic or bring the romance to the situation. Some of you could be desiring to have romance be brought into the situation by the other person. So either someone expecting you to be romantic and bring romance to the table, or you're expecting them to be romantic and bring romance to the table, or you both could be expecting this. I also feel like that's indication in terms of the romance that romance could help make both parties feel appreciated and feel like they're both receiving and giving. You know what I'm saying? And feel like both partners are contributing. Because there's something to be said about romance. Romance is being, to be romantic is to be giving, kind, caring, generous, and to be doing so in a way that is complimenting to other person. It's setting this tone that you adore this other person, and you want this other person to know you adore them. You want this other person to feel special. It's really one of those things, or you're trying to get what it is that you want. It's being charming and those kind of things. And the energy, it can be felt, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to romance, when it comes to love life and relationships. It can really make a difference. It can make a big difference. A lot of people today have gotten away from romance. Everybody's all about, let's just get to it. People skip over romance. People don't even know what the hell fucking romance is. Excuse my language. People don't. They don't know what it means to be, for a guy. Let's say guys don't, and no offense to you guys, but some of y'all don't know what it means to be chivalrous anymore. Y'all don't know what chivalry is. Some of you women don't know what chivalry is and what it means. And some of you may be feeling like, well, I don't need a man to open a door for me. I don't need a man to pay for this for me and blah. it's silly. Some guys may be feeling like, well, I don't need to do this and that for a woman. I don't need anybody who thinks like that. You're cheating yourselves to me because you don't understand the principles behind romance. Romance is, it truly is a kind gesture. It is being generous, it's being kind, it's being sweet to someone else, it's being charming to someone else because you want them to feel some kind of positive way. And it really can sweep someone off their feet. It really can spice up a situation. It really can make someone feel appreciated, because it means you put forth that extra effort to make this person feel some kind of way. It's being generous, it's being kind, and there's nothing wrong with being generous or kind to someone. There's nothing wrong with wanting someone to feel special or to see that you put forth extra effort for them. And if you feel you don't deserve it, then I guess you don't feel you don't deserve it. Then go on and continue to live your old plain life. No offenses. I'm just saying, people really they write these things off as being unimportant. But if you look at the way people are in their love lives today, if you look at how long relationships or marriages last today, they don't last as long. And nobody is interested in love anymore almost, or interested in monogamy or relationships, because there's no damn romance. There's nothing there that really makes things interesting or make things feel special. I'm just going to leave that at that. Somebody needs to hear that. Okay, somebody needs to hear that. It could sweeten the pot. That's all I know. If somebody's being stubborn, it could sweeten the pot and make them kind of let their guard down and want to be just as kind and generous to you. It kind of goes both ways. Men and women can be romantic to each other, but I'm gonna leave that at that. Okay. Some of you guys, this is gonna resonate more. Let go. That let go could either mean let go of the situation, let go of the person, or it could mean let go of these freaking fears that you have. Let go of these false ideals that you have. Let go of these fantasies that are not realistic. Let go of these ideas that are not realistic. Let go of these expectations that are not realistic. Let go of whatever is holding you back or restricting you, or whatever is causing you to not be kind, generous, or giving. Let go of whatever hangups that you have. You know what I'm saying? Let go of pettiness and arguments, and let go of the checks and balances. Whatever this is, somebody really needed to hear that. Let go of it, because it's holding you back, it's restricting you, it's not allowing you to truly enjoy what's going on here, or to enjoy the romance, the love, whatever it is. For those of you, if it's about other things, you know how this resonates with you with the let go. Beyond anything else, if this is not about love life and relationships for you, okay? Because this reading can relate to any area of your life, whatever, depending on what's significantly going on for you, okay? You guys have the Say Yes card, okay? And I feel like this is more about the romantic gesture, or the gesture period, or the offer that may be coming through, whether it's romantic or not, okay? You have somebody that wants to offer you something. And if they haven't done it yet, they're probably going to. Say yes. Don't worry about, I feel like that, don't worry about this whole thing of you feeling like there's strings attached to it. Some of you have some unfounded fears about this. Some of you may feel like if you give into something, give into a situation, or give into someone, or if you accept a position or offer or whatever this may be, that there's strings that come attached to it that may not allow you the freedom that you desire. It may make you feel limited, restricted, or controlled, or for whatever reason. Or some of you may fear that you have to give up something that you don't want to give up in order to gain whatever this is that you really want. But like I said, I feel like that goes back to the let go card. Let go of your unfounded fears. Let go of your fears, period, even if they feel founded. Let them go. Because you're being presented here that in this case, it's unfounded. In this case, your worst fear may not even be so grand. It may be as silly as that little girl dropping her curds away, hitting that wall, trying to run and escape from a damn spider, a small spider that came down from a web that probably isn't even thinking about her or could easily be smushed. No offense to the nature lovers and those who want to preserve spiders and all that, but I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? Some of you know how this resonates. Now, for those of you who this reading resonated with you on the level of your love life and relationships, I'm going to pull a romance angel card for you because I always have this intention that I want to do love life readings every month. But because of my time, sometimes, well, most of the time, my time feels limited and my energy as well. I don't always get to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and pull one of these cards for those of you who it resonates with your love life, this reading, to give you some extra insight. However, this doesn't compare in comparison to a actual full out personal love life reading like what you would get. But for some of you, even though this reading resonated with other areas of your life and not your love life, sometimes the card that comes up, it can resonate for any of you and not just the love life. It's the message that's most crucial, okay? You guys have the forgiving and the learning card here, okay? You know, as you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moment. So, pretty much what this is saying is as you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moment. So this thing is also, this message here, this is to me a very general message. It can apply to any of you, really, not just for those of you that this is about love life. This is clearly pointing out to you that you guys need to, like that other card, the angel card indicated, the other angel card, let go. Let go and just say yes. You know, allow yourself to be open to receive blessings and to receive kindness, care, generosity, to receive positive things happening for you. But you can't do it if you're too busy holding on to hang-ups that you have from the past. You have to clear that all out. You know what I'm saying? Because it doesn't apply here. It just doesn't. You have more positive experiences here, especially in love, for those of you who resonate with this in the love life, by dealing truly in the present and not going off of the past, okay? So whatever issues that were there in the past, let that junk go. Let it go. It's not helping you. Whether it's with the same person or the different person or the same situation or different situation, same job, career, whatever it is, let that stuff go. Because in this present moment, you could literally end up cheating yourself because you're holding out or you're running from something that you really don't need to be running from. Open yourself up to the positive experience. So that's the reading for Leo for October 2017. Like I said, if you guys are interested in getting a personal reading, see me at prettytarot.com and book there with me. Readings are $30 to $35 right now because it's a promotion. Or you can email me at prettytarot@gmail.com. For those of you who want to support these free, videos here on this channel, go to gofundme.com/prettytarot and go ahead and comment and let me know how you feel about this reading this month, since I used 2 decks instead of just one. And, but be mindful in the comments to be respectful. And like I said, hit the like button if you like the reading. Subscribe if you want to know when other readings are coming up. And, I wish you guys the best of luck this month and many blessings. Peace.